Yogis, welcome. For today, we'll actually start standing up. So when you are ready, come and stand up and I'll explain what we'll do. So just come and stand onto the mat in what we call Tadasana, or mountain pose. Shoulders roll down and back. Just take a moment here to either have the feet together or a little bit apart to find your balance with your eyes closed. So I do promise that eventually we will be on the floor. But just taking a moment here to balance without needing that point to the floor. Taking advantage of daylight savings and a little bit more lighter evenings. And then extracting that energy and bringing that right into our body. So for today, bringing a little bit of a fusion yoga to you, where we'll incorporate some Pilates into the yoga. Now I teach Pilates and I teach yoga, and that's usually the first question I get asked from people. What's the difference between Pilates and yoga? And I'll explain that to you, but just for a moment here again, just find your balance. Kind of start to rock forwards and backwards maybe a little bit. And find that spreading between all 10 toes and that gripping into the floor. Lifting through the knees here without hyperextending through the knees. So we have strong muscles but soft joints. With our yoga, lifting up through the pelvic floor, Mula Bandha. Lifting up through the navel into the spine, Uddiyana Bandha. And those are locks, energy locks, muscles engaged. See if you can roll the shoulders down and back again. Come and stand a little taller, where we find lift and length in between each and every vertebra of the spine. And choose off your passageway for air is nice and clear. Your hand palms coming to shine forward. Breathing from here around through the nose. See if you can let the breath flow all the way into the belly. Where you feel that expansion through the chest and the abdomen every time you breathe in. Let it fall every time you breathe out. For more seasoned yogis, maybe Ujjayi breath, that whisper sound on the back of your throat where we have that little restriction. Where we create sort of this ocean sound. Quick explanation, the difference between Pilates and yoga. Yoga is more about moving with the breath and really making it feel good, whether we move slow or fast. Pilates is very much in strength work, so we try and get a good burn through the muscles, a contraction through the muscles. We like to get that kind of level 8 out of 10, where we feel muscles work a little bit more, where we try and breathe through that. The breath is sometimes a little different, and definitely the outcome for that reason is a little bit more different. Often Pilates can be more dynamic, but not always the case. Let's take some half sun A. So open your eyes, get your eyes adjusted to the light. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Bend deeply through the knees, as we might still be a little bit tight. Hands to the floor, forehead to knees. Take a halfway lift, hands to shins. Lengthen the spine forward, weight into the toes, and exhale, forward fold. We come right back up this time. Inhale, arms reach, rise up to the sky and look up. Samastiti, hands together, thumb center of chest. Inhale, arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Long start. Forehead, exhale. Come up again, inhale, big arms, reach to rise, all the way tall. Samastiti, hands together, thumb center up, chest, last round. Inhale, link movement to the breath. Breath is deciding your pace. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise on up. Inhale. Even taller this time. Samastiti. Exhale. Moving on. Inhale. Arms reach and rise up. Forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Step to a downward facing dog. Exhale. So big step back. You might take a little bit of pedaling through the feet here. See what feels good. Come back to those bandhas, Mula and Uddiyana Bandha, those locks, navel into the spine and the lift of the pelvic floor. So we're really protecting our back here and engaging some really strong muscles. From here now, shift forward to a high plank. Bring the knees down and lower down through what we call chaturanga. Elbows in, push up through the triceps, arms brush across the ribs. Take your cobra pose, shoulders down and back. We lift ourselves just by the back strength. There's actually no weight into my hands. Elbows squeeze in. And then pressing back, downward facing dog. Let's glue all of that together. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, step or jump all the way to the top. A halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Arms up, look up, stretch up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, such a beautiful way to warm up your body. Exhale, step into high plank. Bring the knees down or shift forward. Exhale, low plank. Lowering down. Cobra still. Inhale, open, long neck, collarbones wide. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Last round. Inhale, look forward. Either step or a little hop to the front. Flat back. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Such a nice way to start fresh. Inhale to wash out whatever feels stuck. Exhale, breathe out. Things that don't serve you. Halfway lift. Inhale, flatten the back. Straight back to your plank. Knees down is fine, otherwise descend through that straight plank. You either stay halfway, come straight into your upward facing dog, otherwise down all the way into your cobra. Downward facing dog to come back to. Taking a few rounds of breath here. See if we can then lift the hips a little higher, sit bones a little higher. Rib cage comes closer to the thighs. And let's warm up those shoulders a little bit for a little bit of push-ups from our downward facing dog. So keep your hips nice and high. Look in between the hands if that makes you feel safer, otherwise you can keep looking at your toes as you just bend your elbows wide. So this is a little bit more wide, so we work a little bit of strength. See if you can widen, and you don't have to go super low, as these are working a little bit stronger through our shoulders. Keep drawing the belly in, last one. And then back to your downward facing dog. Bring your feet a little closer together, lift the right leg up. Inhale. And exhale, knee to nose. Come and shift forward, belly in, all the way as if you're going to a plank. Come reach it back up. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Tiger come. Very Pilates, very yoga, both. Last round, exhale, knee to nose, tiger come. Step all the way forward. Let's come up to a high lunge. And of course you can modify it. If you need to or want to come with the knee to the floor, feel free to do that. Good, relax the shoulders. Hands are up and very expressive through the fingers. Inhale, straighten out through the legs. Exhale, bring the back knee closer to the floor. Squeeze the glute muscles. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. One more to rise, and exhale, come to your normal crescent lunge. So again, squeeze the glutes so it's not coming in the thighs. Come and bring the hands to the hips and lean forward so we have a straight spine. Your right knee is bent, The right knee is over your ankle, and the right knee or leg will not change anymore. See if you can stop the left foot halfway in, all the way in, to the right foot. Left heel still lifted. And come back. Halfway back, all the way back. So there's very little movement through the front leg. Halfway in, all the way in, halfway, and back. One more round. Half, pull, half, back. And either come to continue that, or touch your knees and step it back. Touch your knees, step it back. You might go slow. You might go a little faster, and then probably you will feel your glute burn quite a bit by now. Last 5 seconds, whether you go slow or fast, is up to you. We step it all the way forward on your last second, so we're having our legs in position for chair pose, so arms reach up, inhale. Bring the hands together, exhale. We're still low through the legs, lengthen the spine forward, inhale, let's twist to the right side, exhale, nice yoga twist. Lengthen the spine, and use your exhale to twist, look to the right side. See if you can get your hips in line with your knees. Your thumbs in line with the center of your chest. One round of breath left. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Come back to plank. Maybe lower those knees down. Lower down, chaturanga. To your back bend, inhale, big or small. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take a moment to stretch out that right glute by bringing the right heel a little closer to the floor. One round of breath. Left leg lifts up, inhale. To exhale, tiger pose. Nice and slowly, as high as you can, knee to chest. Inhale, back up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back up. Exhale, forward. And step. Rise up when you are ready. We're back into high lunge. Express through the fingers. Start to activate the glutes here. Sit as low as you can, and you're free to bend your back knee a little bit if that's good for you. Find that spot to focus on and breathe. And then exhale, lower the back knee. Almost to touch the floor. Inhale up, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up, exhale to your normal lunge. Hands to your hips as we lean forward. This is basically your arrowhead in yoga. So it's a long, long spine. Do not change the left leg, keep it bent. Step in halfway, all the way. Right heel is still up. Halfway back, all the way back. Repeat. Half, full. You might even bring the hands to the lower back if you know that you're really quick to round through the shoulders. Last round. All the way back. Remember that you can stay with that halfway and all the way full, or you start to tap, step. So the knees tap and the back foot steps. You go slow or you go fast. You're still breathing. 5 more seconds. Sit a little lower through the front knees, come all the way forward, chair pose, inhale. Hands together, exhale. Sit wave into the heels, lengthen forward. Let's twist to the left side. Right elbow touches. Lengthen in the gap and exhale, twist. Pull the shoulders out of the neck and the ears. Hands towards the belly button, center of the chest. Sit the hips a little lower, but check that the knees stay in line. One last breath. Chair pose, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step forward and back. High plank, shift forward. Lower down, exhale. Take your shoulders down and back, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale, 3 breaths. Big breath in. Big breath out. Good. Shifting forward to high plank. And we'll come to a side plank. So absolutely feel free to lower the left knee and open to the right side, your modified side plank. Always okay to do that. If you're feeling strong today, you might come to a full side plank. Right foot forward, left foot back, or feet on top of each other. Inhale, reach up for the sky. And exhale, reach underneath you. Work those obliques. Inhale, bring the arm up. Exhale, right hand going underneath the arm to the left. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, reach the hands up and exhale, lower the hips slowly. So we're all the way onto the floor right now. Bend those two knees. Come and lie onto your side. Or mine on my left side. I know yours too. Bend your knees and then get those heels together and spread the toes nice and wide. We'll open and close the top knee. So the right knee back to the bottom knee. This is called clown. Very, very traditional to Pilates. And we're really starting to activate the glutes here. Amazing for guys if you're sitting down a lot throughout the days. Also really amazing for my runners. So good to activate the glutes to avoid any back pain. See if you can really flex those toes. So my toes actually never touch, but my heels stay touching the whole time. If you feel like you have time or kind of muscle strength left into the tank, then you start to take your internal, external rotation. It looks like this. The heels touch, knees open, and then the knees touch and the heels open. And then change sides, and sides, and sides. Take this as slowly or as fast as you like, as long as the breath is still going and is still flowing. Hopefully we're starting to feel the glutes, whether you're doing your rotation or maybe you're still at clamp. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way back into your belly, press into the forearms, and then curl the toes, lift up the forearm plank. Take a big breath in, start to walk forward and forward and forward as much as you can. Draw the belly in, keep your head off the floor. Maybe your right leg will lift up. Come onto your left toes. Right leg comes and walks back, left foot walks back, or forearm planking. And then bring the knees down to the floor. Let's take a little child's pose. Let yourself rest for a while. One more breath. And there you go, back to your downward facing dog. Facing maybe the same direction. I'll spin around just so you guys can see me. When you're ready, shifting forward to high plank. Now right knee comes down, if you like, for your side plank, or you take your full side plank. So right knee is either down or 2 feet are to the floor. Try and do what you did on the other side. Inhale, reach up, lift the hips. Exhale, thread underneath you. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, underneath. One more, inhale. Exhale. Reach it up, inhale. Slowly lower down to the floor, exhale. Bend your knees straight into it, clap. Open and close. Breathe. As we spread through the toes, the heels stay together. Belly scoops it in. Still breathing. It's quite nice for a moment to lie on the floor, as yoga can be quite heavy on the shoulders, unless we're doing hatha yoga. So you have that moment to really fully relax. You might even be all the way on the floor. You keep spreading through the toes, and keep making sure that it's right precise where the top knee comes and meets the bottom knee. Now stay with this one, or come with me into that internal, external rotation. Heels touch, knees touch. And then the heel or the knee lifts really high away from where it touches. either nice and slowly, or if you've got it and you can still make a big rotation, you might do a little faster. But you might also still stay reclined. Wherever you are, 8 more. Chin is up so we can still breathe. Lungs are spacious. 3, 2, 1. Roll back onto your stomach. Forearm plank. So setting up, forearms down. Curl the toes. Press up. Draw the belly in. Start to walk it forward and forward and forward. The head is not touching. Left leg might lift up as you come onto your right toes. You might take kind of almost hops. Walking it back, forearm plank. And come to lie down onto your stomach. Let's come all the way onto our belly. Take our head to rest onto the hands. Take your knees wide, your heels together. Feels nice to just sway that from side to side. And we'll take a few merman or mermaid kicks. Heels are together, toes flat. See if you can kick your thighs off the floor. So squeezing our glutes. Try and relax the shoulders as we do that. Really flex the toes. Last 3. Last 2. And 1. Feet back. Hands underneath the shoulders. Lift the knees and the thighs. Lift the belly. Squeeze the elbows in. Press up, plank to downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Lift the right leg up. Inhale. Exhale, meet your nose. Stepping all the way forward and slowly rise up. Back into our lunge. Inhale, we stay. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up. Exhale, lower. Relax the shoulders. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Inhale, we come up, and exhale, open up. Warrior 2. Find your wide stance. Your right knee going forward, second and third toe. When you're ready, let's move here too. Inhale, straighten the leg and the arms. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last round. Inhale. Exhale. Straightening the legs, hands come together and forward. Then bringing 2 heels in and toes out. Quite classic for both Pilates as well as for yoga. Push those knees behind you. Light through the big toes as we sit down. And my head is right above my hips here as I'm starting to pulse now. See if you can lift your right heel as we're pulsing. Lean back as if you're kind of leaning against this imaginary wall. Bring the right heel down, left heel up as we continue to pulse. Maybe 2 heels are still down, that's fine too. Maybe a little smile, relax through the jaw and the eyebrows. And then maybe 2 heels can lift up for the last few pulses. Work those inner thighs. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, heels down, straight legs, toes, pigeon toes, so you can slide in, interlace the fingers, forward fold. Nice to hang upside down if your head is heavy. Big breath in, and big breath out. Hands to the hips, come up halfway, straight spine. All the way, and turn to the other side of your mat. Left foot is forward, hands come down to the floor. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, low plank. To your back bend, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg to lift, inhale. Knee to nose, step. High lunge, inhale, find your balance. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more. And as you inhale, rise up. Open up, stay low. Warrior 2. Heel to heel alignment. Left knee tracking forward so you can see your big toe. Inhale, straighten, arms up. Exhale, go low. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, lower. Last round, inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, straighten. Both toes out, heels out. Sorry, heels and toes out. Reach the arms forward again. Maybe come back to pulses. Maybe straight away onto your toes as we pulse. And pulse. Find a still spot to focus on. Really lean back. Lock 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and just hold. Often we work that kind of full range into half range pulses into an isometric hold. So see if you can sit a little lower, let it shake a little. 8 out of 10 burn, remember. So heels down, toes in, interlace the fingers or just arms wide as you fold. If you do have the hands to the floor, park them and in between the toenails. Halfway lift, inhale wherever you are. Exhale, plant the hand palms down as much as you can. Head is heavy. 2 more breaths. Hands to your hips. Come up halfway. To all the way. Good. Step back to your front of the mat, whichever way that was for you. Stand tall. Reach the hands up, chair pose, sit low. Hands come together from center of chest. Lift your heels and come down for 2, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Lengthen forward. Inhale. Let's twist to the right side. Exhale. A little bit more balance required here. Squeeze knees together. Press and lift as much as you can to that right side. And slowly from there on out, come and sit down. Hands are staying together from center of chest. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, lift your right thigh. Slowly lower yourself down. So the right thigh, the right shin is lifted into the floor. Sorry, lifted off the floor. Good. When you're ready here, coming all the way up to a seat and twisting to that leg that is up. And you'll get 2 more of these. Come down nice and slowly. Come up, nice and controlled. Twist. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale as you come down. Hug the 2 knees into your chest. Grab over your knees. Start to rock forward and backwards. Try and get off the floor on your next one without using your hands. Up chair pose. Heels up. Wherever you're ready, guys. Squeeze those knees together. Come down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands together, lengthen, inhale. Twist to the left side, exhale. And again, open and twist. 2 knees together. As much as you can, lift the belly up for practice. Breathe, breathe, twist. Hands come forward, inhale. Sitting down, exhale. Hands are still together. Left shin lift. Lower your body down. Come up with control, twist to the left. Slowly lower. Exhale, lift. 1 more. Exhale, twist. Good. Inhale, knees to your chest. Start to rock forwards and backwards, forward and backwards. Come all the way up, chair pose. Stand all the way tall, little backward. Hands together, Samastiti big breath in. Big breath out. Arms up. Inhale. Look up. Big arms forward. Swan dive. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Step into downward facing dog. Exhale. Bring the knees down to the floor. So we're in a tabletop. You might take a round of cat-cow here, just to bring upper and lower back, body connected together. And then come back into that tabletop. Right leg extends back. It's a long, straight leg. On an inhale, round and curl, knee meet your nose. Exhale, straighten the leg forward. Shift your weight forward and take a tricep push-up so the elbows stay on the inside of my ribs where they kind of touch and brush. Inhale. Exhale. A little tricep push-up. Good. 3 more on this side. Round. Curl, shift forward. Tricep push-up. Lift the leg a little higher. 2 more. Last one. Good. Take a little moment. Child's pose. Let your arms and your shoulders relax. Big breath in. Big breath out. Come forward, tabletop. Left leg extends back. Roll and hug it in. Inhale. Extend the left leg back. Exhale, take a little tricep push-up. Round. Stretch back. Tricep push-up. 3 more. Breathe. 2 more. Last one. Take your time into our heart melting pose. This time walk the knees further back so hips and knees stack. Arms reach forward, chin or forehead rests down. Stretching out the shoulders. Breathe. Big breath, chest comes closer to the floor. Reach the arms further forward. Try and not even let the elbows touch the forearms. Slowly walk the knees forward. The hands back again. A round of cat-cow can be super nice here. Just getting everything coming together. One more cat-cow. And then coming into one more downward facing dog. From my downward facing dog, take a big breath in. Lift the right leg up. Bend your knee and open it up. Get a nice hip yawn so we open as much as we can. See if you want to stay here, which is absolutely fine. Or maybe bring your left forearm to the floor. Left forearm to the floor, just to deepen a little bit. One more big breath in here. Right leg lifts, left hand lifts, and bring right knee to the right wrist or the right side of your mat for half pigeon. Our oh so familiar stretch. So the shin is parallel-ish. Reach your chest open and wide. Inhale, square up the hips. Exhale, come down and forward. As much as you can. Come to your, thread the needle onto your back if you need to. Grab pillows or blocks if you need to underneath your right hip. Make sure it's nice and level. You could actually have like a hot cup of coffee onto your lower back here and stay straight. And then relax the shoulders. Relax the jaw. After quite a bit of strength work and movement, come to that sense of nothing to do and know where to go. 4 more big breaths. Breathing soften to those really big muscles into the glutes, into the thighs. You let your belly some different things and give your body that little wake up call. One final breath to finish. And then coming back into your hands. Slowly moving back into your downward facing dog. And take a breath. Lifting the left leg up, inhale. Bend your knee and open it up. Get your left knee as much as you can up to the ceiling. Right forearm maybe comes down. Yeah. Breathing still. Left leg up, right hand up, coming to your half pigeon. Knee to the left side of your mat, so it's really to the outside line of my body. Lengthening my spine forward as much as possible and come down after a good chest opener. So take your time and check that you're square. Take the exhale to let your head rest. Really make a point of work. Softening through the shoulders, through the jaw, through the brow, and even through the tips, the thighs. Really soften through the fingers. Loving this moment when you're just holding on, coming closer to the heart. And hopefully you've enjoyed the process throughout. But still, it's nice always knowing that you're headed to the floor. These little moments where I could stay here forever, then feel free to stay longer. Feel free to come back here as well. I mean, the more of pigeon we do throughout our day, the better. Slowly come back downward facing dog. Take a breath in a moment here. Shift yourself forward now to a high plank. Staying strong into your high plank. Keep your body strong, legs, core. Come onto the forearms. Bring a forearm. Just like I can't quite make up my mind, come back to a hand plank. Now notice how you use your dominant hand. Try and get the other side. So down with our less dominant hand, pressing up with the less dominant hand. And down again. And up again. Strength, strength. Your last time. Good. Downward facing dog. Take an inhale here, look forward, maybe a little jump, maybe just a step. Come and sit down. Taking our hips to the floor, our heels to the floor, toes are light. And slowly from there on, touch the side of your knees or just underneath your knees as you kind of roll yourself down halfway. Squeeze the ribs and the hips together. That's all Pilates. So you're bracing your belly like you're being prepared to be kind of like have something drop or be punched in the stomach. So the abs are engaged. Here at your lowest point, you start to take kind of like little pulses. Squeeze the belly tight. If there's anyone with lower back issues or it just doesn't feel right, please come and lie onto your back. Take these onto your back, little pulses. Otherwise, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same thing here, but twist from side to side. Stay at that low point. See if you can touch an elbow down all the way. Make sure you're rotating from the waistline, and so we're not kind of touching hands from side to side. And again, lower back aches. Come and lie onto your back. Take your side to side. Protect your spine always. Otherwise, our last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming all the way to lie down. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Make sure there's room, little circle, sway through the legs. Legs up to the ceiling, lots of abs always in Pilates. Try and have straight legs, but I know and I realize that for some that would be bend knees just because of hamstring flexibility. I would just lift tailbone up and down. So my lower back stays down, lifting up and down, up and down. You might let your head rest onto your hands. You might do whatever else that feels good to you. Little pulses. Little pulses, and with these pulses, really squeeze the belly down. Breathe. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set your feet to the floor, feet hip width apart, setting up for some bridges. So classic to both yoga and Pilates. Your heels you can touch with your middle fingers or close them up. And we'll come all the way up to a bridge pose. Lift as high as you can. But instead of just holding it here, you take a little pulses. And if you feel like an extra challenge, the arms reach up to the sky. That's optional. 5 more pulses. And then staying high, lift your heels and take a few more pulses. Stay in your very highest. Heels lift up, open and close the legs. So widen and close to hip width. Widen and close. Strengthening those glutes again. And then last but not least, squeeze those knees together. Do not separate the knees. Little pulses to finish. 5, 4, 3. These knees together. 2, 1. Slowly knees hip width, heels down, roll down. Soles of the feet together, knees to widen, hand to heart, hand to belly to the side. All the hard work is done. The best part about yoga is that take a deep, lost breath here onto your back. And then hug the right knee into your chest and straighten the left leg forward. And give that a good squeeze here to the shoulders. So we're massaging through our A-C column, really great for digestion. And then back the knee off just a little bit so you can come to your spine twist. So right knee over to the left side. Stack the hips, widen the right arm and close your eyes. You've moved a lot. So a nice minute of stillness here. See if there's any tightness when we work strength or balance. And for balance, it's often concentration, which does that. We tense up in the face. Mouth or forehead. See if you can come back to that sense of softening, letting go. Hug the right knee in once more. Straighten the right leg forward. Bring the left knee in. Good squeeze first. Out to the side and into the shoulder as much as you can. Massaging or descending column. Good squeeze. And then back it up a little bit. And that left knee over to the right side when you're ready. Left arm widens. Shoulders are down, hips step. Minute. right knee as well. Give yourself a big cuddle here, forehead to your knees, full compression, nice squeeze, transversal. Let your head rest down, grab your feet, happy baby, your final shape. So always okay to grab the shins if you feel like you don't have enough flexibility today. Back of the neck kind of grounds down, soles of the feet right up above the knees towards the ceiling. 2 big breath here. Can you focus for today on really pressing the sacrum, so that bony bit towards the glutes down into the floor. 1 more big breath in. Hold and flatten the spine, exhale. And the last breath in, let your legs kind of pull in and exhale. Side. If you need a sip of water, or if you need to kind of just floating or wear something, feel free to do that now. Otherwise, start to hug the shoulders down, shoulders scapula come together, take up a bit of space, feet widen, fall out naturally. Arms beside you, bring ball space in the body. Wiggle through the face. A lion's breath, meaning you take a deep breath in. Out through the mouth, tongue out. Nothing to do. No worries. We are awake, alert, so relaxed. There's no need to change anything or do anything. Just noticing the different sensations floating through your body. The liveliness. Just notice this. Time, then I'd love for you to stay longer. So ignore everything that is next if you can stay in silence. Otherwise, then a gentle awakening through movement, fingers and toes. Stretch overhead, arms come on over. Feet closer together, point your toes in long. Reach your hands up to the ceiling and we'll circling through the wrists. If there's any back issues, roll onto your side. Otherwise, reach your fingers towards your toes, look up, and roll up slowly, halfway only. Lift them together from the center of the chest, and as always, this is that moment where you thank yourself for putting in the effort, for maybe trying something new. But for sure, thanking yourself for your healthy, capable body, and taking this time to